My name is Dean Davidson. I'm the new manager of subcontracts for UCOR. I was in the Army, but I've been out since 1990, so all of the work that I've done in Iraq and Afghanistan and supporting special operations in those areas for almost 15 years, it's all been as a government contractor. Predominantly, I handled operations and handled supply chain operations both, depending on what the contract was. A lot of the programs I supported were specific military equipment and materials for special operations groups. Was involved in the Afghani Commando training and mentoring program, providing all of the equipment and training for those facilities as well. General Pace, prior to his retiring as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs, was going through some of the different military bases in Iraq. The military liaison officer knew that I had a bit of a background in audio-visual sound systems, things of that nature, knew a little bit about it, and asked if I'd be willing to do a special project in which I went in and started setting up. The next thing I know, Secret Service is coming in to do a sweep of the facility before he came in, and made everybody leave. The major, the lieutenant colonel, sergeant major that was in the auditorium, made them leave, and then turned around and called my name and said, "Nope, you're good, stay there." And I was like, who are these guys? And just had the opportunity to meet him, and he thanked me for getting everything set up and doing the work, and provided me with a chairman's coin that day while I was there. I'm actually a member of the Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club. I'm a former police officer, did a stint as a police officer with DOD in the Marshall Islands on a missile defense agency site. And I've been supporting police operations for many years. Family members that are military have died on duty. And so I'm very supportive. It's a great group. Second largest law enforcement club in the country. And I get to do two great things: support police officers and ride motorcycles with a great bunch of guys. So when I got out of the military and came back home, I ended up doing a couple of small bits in a couple of NBC movies of the week. Kind of got the bug and decided to keep going with it. Ended up getting to know some of the writers and directors, and have ended up on a couple of different shows. Breaking Stronghold Season 2, and preparing for a role in an upcoming feature film being done this fall called The Beast of Trinity, Texas, which is actually a Bigfoot movie. Married, going on 10 years this June. Have known my wife for the last 30 years. She's from Germany, and all of her family's still over there, so we go back usually every other year to see her family. Yeah, she spent most of the last 30 years in Chattanooga, which is why we left Texas to come back to East Tennessee, and since all my family's in this area is how we ended up here.